Welcome back, everybody. So glad you could join me today on this beautiful Wednesday. The sun is shining. We are feeling blessed and prosperous. I hope you can say the same. If not, pepper avalanches of prosperity and abundance coming your way as we keep this positive ball of energy building all throughout 2020 and just keep the good times rolling, of course. Now, one of the biggest things you're going to be facing when it comes to achieving your goals, on top of being disciplined and taking little steps every single day, is your inner vision of yourself. That's something that needs to be kept protected and something that needs to be kept sacred to you, because your inner vision of yourself is how everybody else sees you. So when you start to understand that, you start to understand how important it is to have a great self-impression and good self-esteem, and the way you look at yourself being extremely positive. That's why affirmations are so important. It helps you build this sense of self. It helps you understand the greatness that you have within you, and it helps to kind of build that positive ball of energy, because over a long period of time, if you're not nourishing who you are inside and you're allowing it to become greater and greater and greater, and you're feeding it with prosperity and words of affirmation and growth and development, then ultimately that's going to reflect poorly not only on the inside with your health and your negative thoughts, but it's also going to reflect on the outside with the people that you find yourself surrounded with, bad luck, situations, events, circumstances, things like that. And so when you start to understand how important it is to protect who you are on the inside, you start to really tune into how you feel on a consistent basis. Now, what comes along with that, and what's important to understand, is that there are going to be times when you're not always feeling good, right? You're not always going to want to do something. You're going to get sick. You're going to run out of time for a goal that you had, right? And now, I'm delayed on this, or, maybe something happened that makes you feel not so good, right? And then what you start to do is you start to judge yourself. And this is what we're going to be talking about, is why you can't judge yourself. When you judge yourself, essentially what you're doing is you are creating that negative ball of energy. You're allowing it to persist inside your soul and in your spirit and internally. So your consciousness is becoming more in tune to this negative self-talk, right? And the more negative self-talk you allow to exist in your reality, the more you're going to start to believe it, and the more it's going to start to affect you, right, in all areas of your life. So if things start to happen to you, or maybe you don't hit your goal, or maybe you do get sick, or you make a bad decision, the idea is you don't want to beat yourself up. We're ultimately going through this life, and we're learning every single step of the way. So, of course, there's going to be situations that happen to you that can be classified as bad things, right? But you don't want to look at them as something that is a detriment. You want to look at them in a manner that goes, wow, well, I'm actually kind of glad that happened, because now I'm learning a lesson from it, right? That situation happened. Maybe I didn't hit my goal. Maybe I didn't do this. Maybe I didn't do that. Or maybe something happened that I don't feel great about, but I'm so glad it did happen. Because, man, did I learn a lesson from this one, and now I know not to do it again, right? And so you have to turn these negative situations that happen to you into positive situations. You can't allow these negative situations to reflect negatively within you and allow it to ultimately damage your inside reputation of yourself and damage your inner self-esteem, because that's something that needs to be protected. The higher your self-esteem is and the better you feel about yourself, the easier it's going to be for you to attract the people, the situations, the circumstances, the lovers, the money, the prosperity, the job, all of that stuff. You have to have the positive self-talk. You have to have the positive self-esteem and the positive idea about who you are as a person. And when something negative happens to you, you can't allow that to affect you internally. You have to look at it at face value, say, wow, I can't believe that happened. I'm glad that it did happen, because now I've learned X, Y, and Z from it. And I'm so glad, because I'm going to move on from it. It's not going to happen again. And now I'm a better person because of it. So you're taking that negative situation and you're turning it into an ultimate positive situation, right? And so make sure that while you're on this journey toward accomplishing everything that you promised yourself you would accomplish, if it doesn't happen as quick as you'd like it to, or you make a mistake along the way, or there's a bump in the road, you're not beating yourself up over it. Because when you do that, it's not helping you ultimately reach that goal that you're looking to reach. So I hope that this video helped you guys. If it did help you, most certainly drop a like on it. Comment down below if it has helped you, of course. Subscribe if you haven't already. And of course, go follow the Facebook page, facebook.com/TheRealRickDoyle. I'm so thankful for you guys and the support that this channel's been getting. I hope you have a fantastic rest of your week. Take care.